Greetings everybody, welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy Plays Hades.
Care to join me out?
Now, for the whale, we had Lucifer last time, and I think we had Ares just before that, so I think it's time for another Hestia run. And we start with... Let's actually start with Artemis, because I really want to see her reaction to all this. Actually no, I feel like we get a lot of Artemis runs with Hestia regardless, so you know what? Bring in the Palm Blossom. Whatever attack we get, we take. And whatever god is willing to greet us, we will greet with a smile on our face and a laughing heart. Let's see. It's Aphrodite again.
To think your father and that sweet Persephone, they were together down there all along. I was so certain that your father's heart was gold. That's just the thing with love, dearest, that sometimes it surprises even me.
Well, as long as you are as happy for them as I am very satisfied with the whole affair. I am not sure what to take in here. Heartbreak Strike, of course, very interesting, but I think I'll just take the epic Aphrodite dash in here. Feel good about myself.
Out of ammo.
And see what else we can find. I know, we are playing Hestia, so we should absolutely try to get some strong hits on our enemies like that. There's a challenge room waiting for me down there. We will see if going in there is gonna be worth our while. There's a good chance that it may be. But there's only one way to find out. There's a hammer, there's HP. No, we go for the hammer for sure. There's a couple of very, very cool hammers you can get for Hestia. And I, for one, would be very happy to see them all.
No.
I, for one, would be all over the moon for an opportunity to do so. There we go.
It's just the edge.
Piercing Fire, Delta Chamber, Seeking Fire. Seeking Fire could actually be nice. Helps us with aiming a little bit. It was not the one I was having on my mind, but I take it. I think this one's gonna be good. Especially if you combine it with the hammer that actually allows your shots to also ricochet. And then you just try to get as many super strong single shots out as possible, right? Ares in here, I would say that Battle Rage gonna be the best boon he could offer us. So let's see if he is going to give it to us. One after another, all of you jokers are going to bite the dust.
You know, my kin, I had misunderstood that Nyx was your mother. But Persephone, I never took her for the sort to have an interest in your realm. Alas, that we never had opportunity to discuss the subject here.
Well, maybe next time, you know, there's always a new feast. At some point, has to be. There's Poseidon, we haven't seen him yet. And I am still waiting to get some more juicy information from Ares on the topic of how his first face-to-face conversation with Nyx went. That is the piece of information I'm looking forward to.
You know, nephew, I had a positively raucous time down there with your old father, and Persephone, was she a sight? I never thought I'd see her again. So then we're one big happy family at last. But you've a job to do. And we upon Olympus will do our fair share.
Well, that's awfully nice to hear. To a nice working relationship then, I guess. Let's take the Ocean's Bounty in here. We will claim quite a few Darkness and Gem rewards in the future, and we do need them still, so... I think that getting them early, if given the opportunity, is not going to hurt us in the slightest. Of course, what I said last episode is still true. Everything we do, everything we try to accomplish in here right now is still in preparation for all the opportunities and situations to come that will aid us in taking down our Lord Father. With that being said, I of course want to see Demeter in here. We are loaded. We are reloaded. We are loaded full of explosions over here, and I do not take light to that kind of stuff. Alright, Demeter, what's it gonna be?
Had enough.
I meant to tell you something, grandson. You needn't have deceived the rest of us. You could have sent word that my daughter was with you down there all along. Ah, but families are a complicated thing. Just swear that you'll be candid with us next time.
I'm not making any promises, at least not for the moment, but I see where you're coming from, and I do agree with you for the most part. And now for my next number, we are finally able to progress her story a little bit. And boy, do I look forward to that. Next up, next up, next up. There. Our attack is already hitting very, very hard. We don't even have a boon on it, for what it's worth. Very interesting, very good. 630, I think that was the highest that we have seen so far. Let's see where this is all going. More darkness, that's good. We will get some extra darkness out of that too. And yeah, at some point we have to bring in Demeter's keepsake in here today. I'm very happy that he showed up naturally. We're gonna bring in that keepsake, we're gonna give it to her. Then we probably have to have one more conversation with her. I'm not sure if it's gonna be on this one or the next one, but it's going to happen. And then we will be a happy family. And once we have accomplished that, I think we will be able to also progress Persephone a little bit more. Let's go for Ares. Ares first, then Demeter.
Whichever god I don't pick won't be pleased.
That's fine. These are not the boons I'm looking for.
How about a different set of choices then?
Sounds good to me. I take the Blood Frenzy again. Just because I feel like it is gonna be good just for that last fight, man.
Disrespect from all those blasted mortals, Zagreus. But you.
But me, you will just have to deal with. Don't worry. You'll get used to that in no time flat. Don't worry, I will not treat you any different just because you are my beloved grandma, of which I haven't been aware of for a long, long time.
So you survived a little winter's chill, didn't you there?
Yes, I did.
Be careful though. Next season could be worse.
Oh, I'm ready. I am very ready. I'm also DeGrand, but I'm also ready for everything you throw at me.
Something else.
Snowburst. Let's go for that. I do like Snowburst a lot. In case you couldn't tell, I do like Snowburst an awful lot. There's some free HP. Gracefully accepted.
There we go.
And as you can see, we're still not having an actual attack in here. It's hilarious. Poseidon and Hermes together, huh?
Should help keep me going.
We take the side hustle in here. We take the Poseidonade in here, is very, very good. And then we take whatever Fury's in here on.
I'm back, ladies.
This should be over pretty quickly, I think, Zach. Never took you for the forced overtime type. That's not a packed condition for the faint of heart.
She's right about that, you know.
You wound me, Meg. You know I like to barge into situations thoughtlessly and recklessly and sort everything out later. Forced overtime's the perfect fit.
Well, when you put it that way. Look, don't go saying I didn't warn you.
Oh, I'm ready for the world, girlie. I'm ready for some action. And you already down by 25%, aren't you? Oh, this looks like it's gonna hurt. But we are gonna hurt her more.
Hear me, you wretched shades.
They hurt you alright. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. 517. 517. That was not the guy I wanted to hit. Oh my god, the shot actually tried extra hard to moment on her.
Like you.
It was doing a big old swirl around her. That was very, very nice.
Bye, Meg.
It still missed her, right? But I do appreciate the extra effort being put into the whole affair. Alright, quite a bit of darkness, a couple of gems. And over here we claim
Next up,
nothing.
Asphodel.
I think we haven't seen Artemis yet, and I actually feel like we need some kind of attack, so let's actually see what she has to offer us in here. I would like to get some crits on everything we do right now, just because it would be fun. And yeah, Demeter, we are still looking out for an opportunity to give her a bottle of nectar, or ambrosia in this case rather. I think we will take that one in
The Asphodel Meadows.
Elysium. HP, gracefully accepted. And I think the only god after Artemis that we are still missing out on is gonna be Zeus. Hey there. Deathman UB. How did I miss you? There. Ooh, the hits. The damage is good. That damage was also pretty nice coming from you, but not nice enough. Thanks for the HP. And Eurydice. Always a pleasure seeing you, girlie.
Come forth, wretches, and stop this meddler.
I'm fully loaded. If we take our shots carefully, we can take them out one at a time. Don't reload over and over again. That looked kinda weird there. Oh no! The bomb blocked my shot.
Damnable
But we're
fools.
fine. We still get 111 coins over here, and now we're gonna say hey to you. I don't think I really need palms on what we already have, right? Hang on, let me check. This one could get one, this one could get one. I don't think Ocean's Bounty benefits, but Battle Rage does. Blood Frenzy I don't think is being affected by, but Snowburst would be. Yeah, I think we can take the palms.
Is she not truly wonderful, my friend?
You both are, together. Yeah, let's take it. And that was what I wanted to see the most. One of them going into my Poseidon's aid.
Bye, hun.
But also into all the passes we already have. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be very, very nice. Helps us blast through these fools one after another. Just like that. There's, of course, more. Because there's always more. What are we gonna do about you fools? Boom and boom. Oh, he had armor on him. I see how it is. But that's okay, because I am well prepared for the situation at hand. Snowburst, Poseidon's 8 again.
Zesty.
Zesty, what is that even supposed to mean? See the shop over here, and then we go for the mini-boss fight, whoever it's gonna be. Whoever it's gonna be, we are gonna show him a good time. Poseidon, one more time. Is he going to give me the sweet nectar? Not quite what I had in mind. I'll take it, though. Gonna buy the HP as well. There's Artemis at long last.
Next island.
Maybe this is us finally getting an attack. Who knows? This fight's gonna take a little while, and we are petrified. Steady there. Damn. He tried to attack the guy in the sky and missed out on him entirely. That is not cool. Wish they focused on the big guy in the sky a bit more, but I guess beggars can be choosers.
You found me, Artemis.
Have to say, I had a pretty decent time with everybody at our little visit recently. Met you, Uncle Hades, even Great Achilles. Still don't quite appreciate you tricking us, but I can get over it eventually. Anyway, you still could use assistance from me, right?
I could. And I'm also very happy that you actually appreciated the time we spent together. I am tempted. It's not even a good exchange, you know? 100 dash strike damage is what this one had before on regular epic rarity. And this is gonna be an heroic level 5 one, giving 107%. That is a disgrace. But if we take the attack in here for sure. That's actually a little bit of a disgrace. I mean, you still get 100 attack damage on that super strong attack that we got going on right now. So, needless to say, that's still fairly decent.
Skull crushers.
But I don't know how to feel about it. All that being said and done, though, we are looking for the highest of crits in here today.
I'll just take that.
The highest of crits we can possibly get, of course. And Hermes, maybe Hermes has something else to say. My homie Hermes over here. Let's see.
Even though everything's out in the open now, and all my brothers, sisters, and whatnot are going to keep helping you fight your way out of there, I've still been keeping to myself of late. That way, nobody slows me down.
That is something I can appreciate. We take the fast attacks, even though they don't really do that much for us. Everything else was doing even less for us, you know, so why bother? And there he is, the big Lernian head.
This time, Lerny.
You know, Lerny, I never apologized to you. We should have absolutely invited you to the festivities, right? I hope you are not above forgiving us bad misdeed. And you know what? I'm very happy for... Oh, that was a big one. I'm very happy for Artemis having been able to meet with Achilles. Because that was something she really needed to get out of her system. And you know, if she met him, there's a good chance that Aphrodite did as well.
Come on, you flying bastard.
Aphrodite, Artemis, and Achilles together in a room. I feel like I should not say that one too loud, because I feel like I could give the wrong people the wrong ideas. Or the right ideas, who knows? You know what, let's leave it at that. Let's keep things tasteful in here. And you know, I gotta say, I thought this would take a little longer than it does. Oh no, that was a big one that I really wanted to put into your face. We missed the opportunity, but that's okay. There's rocks falling my head, and we are done. I think this run still needs a bit of extra spice. And I hope that we can get that said extra spice in the next few rooms. No. Money still keeps coming at us at a steady pace, and now we can hopefully give her that blasted ball of nectar. Not nectar, goddammit. Ambrosia, it's what it is. And of course, still looking for that second hammer. Whatever it's gonna be, I hope I will like it. I gotta say, I'm not quite sure what to think of Fastia these days. It's a very, very fun weapon. It deals some of the highest, if not the highest numbers in the game in terms of raw damage. In terms of raw numbers in one attack. Especially with the right build. And I feel like that is one of the... Oh my god, that was 485. I think that is actually one of the problems I low-key still have with the weapon. It does need somewhat specific builds in order to truly shine bright like a diamond. And if you do not get those builds off, I think that the weapon pales in comparison 1710 to Ares and... We're reloading all the time, right? It's like the rocket bomb in the air, it's gonna be nice.
Power.
I think it will just pale in comparison to Ares and Lucifer. That's my hot take on the matter, but it doesn't have to be that way, you know? I could be wrong about that. One way or another, I think that the rail is probably the weapon that has the most well-rounded set of boons in the entire game. Not hammer boons, of weapon aspects. I thoroughly enjoy playing each and every one of them. Although I have to admit that I do play Zagreus. There was the opportunity, god damn it! I forgot. I was so caught up in my own narrative there. Even though I gotta say that I do enjoy playing Zagreus a little bit less, just on account of Lucifer basically doing the same, but plus ultra. Okay, there she is again, so we're gonna approach her again.
Take this one.
Oh, dearest, I have brought you keen-eyed Artemis, who, in her focus on the hunt, has not developed social graces suitable enough to come to you herself.
Oh, that's nice. Bring it.
Social graces, she says. Going about like that. I'm sure you know that I can find you when it's necessary, Zagreus. Though how to get away from Aphrodite, I have no idea. Well,
to put it in a word used by a certain god of the dead, we are family. Not even I can run from that. Ah, damn it, that's what we wanted. Finally using another bottle of ambrosia. It feels like it has been quite a while.
The mother of all soul catchers.
And it is out. Good stuff. I was contemplating about actually summoning Achilles and Patroclus in here. It was not necessary. There.
Grandmother, if you don't mind I call you that. Knowing we're related like this fills me with pride. Your power over life. I think I've some of it in me. And I could not have come this far without your help. Please, for everything. This is for you.
Oh, my grandson, how you honor me with this. I am so very grateful that we've met and that you're you, if that makes any sense at all. I have my sisters, but I'd no one else for very long indeed.
Well, in that case, I'm very, very happy that you are very, very happy, and the bond has been forged. There, Icon is so cool. Oh, I need to look at that later again.
Olympus, I accept this message.
And in here we grasp that killing freeze. I think it's gonna be the big one, right? Yeah. There's a challenge room. I do want the HP. But you know, we have sweet nectar. We might as well grab a palm over here. And I'm not trusting that challenge room. Not even a little bit. Not even a tiny bit. Take them all to the trash. There we go. And you are the last one and you're dead. And you know, I gotta say, I was not that conscious about it when I got it. But the rocket hammer is actually gonna be pretty good for us against Hades. On account of many reasons. First of all, now we will make him increasingly slow, which makes moving around him exceedingly easy. It's also a easy to apply second debuff for us, which in turn means privilege status is gonna be active a lot more easier. And you know, if Aphrodite is going to give us empty inside in here and Poseidon gives us, I don't know, Rip Current, I think this run is going in a good direction.
I'm positively moved.
And I'm DeGrand. I'm also very thankful for you hopefully giving me what I desire. Empty inside, let's go.
You know the saying not to play with fire, don't you, nephew? You'll find the same is very much the case with water, too.
I will remember that. By the way, that was a new line. I have never heard him say it like that to me. I just reloaded 3 times again in a row for some weird reason. There we go. Another cool thing is we actually have a nice 1-2 punch combo now.
Quite enough. I take it you've had about enough of that, correct? You're pretty good. So here, why don't you run along?
Alright. I gotta say, not the biggest fan of this all. We could take the Flood Shot, trying to get the Blizzard Shot, but I don't think that Blizzard Shot would even do all that much for us in here. It would actually lose us out a bit of damage. So I think we take the Boiling Point. Could have also went for a reroll trying to get the Rip Current in there, but Boiling Point, I think we have established that is going to be very useful in here. And yeah, I do like Blizzard Shot a lot, but we can't guarantee that it will come to the run. And we would lose out on quite a bit of damage in taking it. That is my big takeaway, because we get a huge chunk of extra damage from having cast stones put into Hades regularly. Would not want to lose out on that. And you, my dear darling friend, need to go. There, you're gone. Oh man, imagine the Seeking Fire would also affect our rockets. Yes. What a wonderful world that would be. And I gotta say, if there is going to be an anvil being offered to us later down the line, I think I would take it. Because I think at this position we can not only win, no, we are not going to take an anvil because the Hazard Bomb still exists and we do not want that. Here's the thing, I was thinking that maybe we could get another attack-oriented hammer on top of it, or the triple or the cluster bomb. All of which would have been very interesting options.
How many more of these are there?
But yeah, the Hazard Bomb would have been absolutely disastrous in quite a few ways. So no, I am not going to risk getting that. Not today.
I can't.
And not like this. Also, all of you need to go! All of you need to go! There you go. Annoying sons of guns is what you are.
Gods grant me strength.
Oh yeah, even more fury generation from being hit.
That's unfortunate.
This is what I like to see. Some HP as well. And Ares or the shop. Let's go with the shop. Let's go with the shop. We've already seen Ares. He has already given us most of his good things. Artemis again. Could be nice. Mirage Shot. I take it. I take it if we get a good cast later down the line by some voodoo magic. I feel good about it. And if not, so be it.
Big crowd, huh?
Very, very big. The biggest.
We've nothing left to say to one another, Hellspawn, other than to battle!
Agreed.
Achilles, sir.
Theseus causing trouble, lad?
Not much. Yeah, here's the thing. You got it right. They are actually noble. You are just a nuisance. That hurt us, Darius. He is not exactly wrong about that. Well, he is mostly wrong about that. A lot of things that I've achieved have been handed to me thanks to the Olympians and my friends helping me out. That is not to say that I was completely unrelated to all of the things that have transpired in this arena. I have earned my victories against you and your big bull friend over there. That bomb hurts. It did hurt a little bit less. It was only 50 damage. I actually memorized that it was more along the lines of... He actually crashed right into Theseus. That's hilarious.
That was my friend.
Now to deal with you.
I remember that the regular bomb attacks was actually dealing 60 base damage, scaling up to 120. Maybe it was weakened at the time, I couldn't tell. And boom. And Roth affecting him down. This fight went much better than I thought it would. And I'm very happy about that. We get a nice amount of gems.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
You know, 54 gems for this fight. It's good. It's very good. And now for the final touches. I take this one because money is good. The Cerberus keepsake has served us pretty nicely in the past. I'm kinda inclined to taking it again. And you know what, I will. I will. As long as Cerberus is serving us good, I am willing to provide. Man, it's actually kinda interesting to look at the meta over the course of the year when it came to good keepsakes to pick up for the final floor. Like, when I started playing, the Petrus keepsake was definitely the best, because it was saving you a lot of damage, not even necessarily for the final fight, but for the rooms leading up to it.
I'll pay for that.
And that was very valuable in so many ways.
Rod of fishing there.
It was also not invaluable against Hades himself, but let's put that to the side. But then that one got nerfed and people had to find alternatives. Before that one was popular, I actually really liked Achilles, because, you know, it's just damage reduction when you're being hit from the front.
I got a stone wall.
40% at the time. These days it's 30%. And I think that one was very powerful as well. And I liked it quite a bit for that. And these days, I still think it's pretty good. You just haven't tried it out yet, but I still think it's pretty potent, if you can ensure that you will never get hit from the back, because that will be the worst in so many ways. Still hitting reasonably hard, and I like it. Ooh. One small red got a bite on me. As long as another big red, all is good. Then the Acorn got released, and everybody was like, okay, you know what, this is the best thing ever. And I was not quite feeling it, because I felt like we did 2,200 something damage there, good stuff. I felt like it was only useful against Hades, and not useful enough to really be considered noteworthy. But then exceedingly high-heated runs happened, and they put things into a whole different perspective, you know.
In the name of
and that made the Acorn even better. And the Acorn was one of the best choices, if not the best choice, for a pretty long time. Having a debuff is gonna be nice, and a Wrath effect too. Ares over here, we could buy him. Maybe later, not right now. We go for the HP. We got 300, that's actually more than I thought we would have at this point, but I'm very happy that we do have it all. Yeah, the Acorn, it was popular for a while, especially because of the high-heated run attempts, especially for those. Not only for the last four, but also for the one before that, because the third boss is also quite taxing.
Hello, Colin.
And yeah, now, Extreme Measures 4. Hades being supercharged. I feel like now the Acorn is absolutely out of style because he summons those butterfly balls a great deal. And that's a problem because they just absolutely eat through your Acorn shard. It's like crazy. Making them almost pointless in taking up. So I feel like now it's back to Cerberus being interesting. It was the first one I took in general back when the game started. And maybe Achilles again as well. There's the money, thanks for that. And let's see, I think we go for Hermes here actually. Greatest reflex or dodge chance, let's take it.
And here we go.
And this one we put straight to no boiling point again. Yeah, let's do it. We're getting a lot of Wrath effects off in this run, and I'm looking forward to it. I think we leave here. I don't think we have a lot more potential coming our way anywhere.
The Guardian of Hell itself decides the time has come for a short break and snack.
Oh, and snacks I shall provide. Every now and then I do like to bring in the Bone Hourglass for a chance to get extra cast stones and cast damage or attack damage into the final boss fight. It's not exactly a consistent strategy, which is probably why this is not popular. But when it does work out, it's a bang.
Been waiting long?
You are predictable in your arrivals here. Less so during the fight itself.
What can I say, Hades? Winning is what I do, and I like to be consistent about that. Ooh, got a spear throw in there. Got some spins. And he goes dark on me again. Wait, there you are. Here we are dealing damage much more slowly than I wanted to. But we can take our distance from him fairly easily, which is good. That guy, of course, also problematic. And there's one thing we haven't even talked about yet. Him summoning all these mini-bosses. It's a problem if these mini-bosses also get the benefits from the middle management, which I do not have active yet. Because if they do, that is troublesome. We have seen them summoning the stomping hats quite often. And if you have to deal with their shockwaves every now and then as well, that would be absolutely terrifying. Now this is a problem, where you dealt with it properly. Oh, that was a big crit. And I love it. Yes, I do. We are through this first part of the fight fairly soon. There we go. And you know, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Battle Rage, actually a useful boon in this fight because of all these small enemies and the cast stones that you are taking out constantly. Giving you occasional big bursts of damage in here. Especially with Hestia. Good spear throw. I need to use my Wrath in here just because I wanted to live through that. Halfway through this phase again. A man healing for a lot. But we are also dealing a lot of damage. Okay, we need to use our Wrath in here, otherwise we get roasted by lasers. I feel I've talked about that before, but to me, Poseidon these days, the best Wrath effect by a mile. Just because it helps you deal and avoid a lot of damage, like this. Using my Wrath effect just to avoid all of that. Perfect. And the damage he deals while doing all that is still absolutely stunning. There goes one Death of Defiance, that's 50% extra damage for us. One more spin. Maybe it's partly because of the killing freeze, but I feel like I'm starting to see through his patterns increasingly better. Come on, Hades.
I can still fight.
And I still have friends in high places to summon. He does not. He was very much looking forward to that. And more lasers. Use my Wrath effect again, just to avoid all of this. Dark again, that's fine. Yeah, I gotta say, I did not expect this fight to go this smooth, but we are fairly in control of everything going down in here. And I like it. Yes, I do. That was a wasted Wrath effect, sadly. Use it just to dash into safety here. He's dark again, that's fine. Vases. And he's healing himself again. And we stunned ourselves. We should have had Unshakable Metal for that situation right there, you know? That hurts, that's fine. We just need to confirm a bit more damage on him. He's spinning, he's throwing. More lasers. More Wrath. And the finishing touches.
You owe this victory to all your relatives.
And my friends. And my skill.
Done.
And my friends.
Goodbye, Father.
Whew, see you back at the house.
By my father's name.
Favored and envied. Did we have 3 dual wounds in here? Is that true? We had the Mirage shot, which really didn't do anything because we didn't have a cast in here. We had the Hard Rend for some strong crits every now and then at the Sweet Nectar. We had 3 dual wounds. Who would have thought? And we got a lot of darkness and gemstones there. Makes me feel very, very happy. We need only 5,500 gems more.
Although there are innumerable ways for one to die, our danger-seeking prince has come to know a sizable variety.
Now, we have forged that bond with Demeter. She is happy, all is good, no drama, no vengeance ensued, and I'm very happy about that. Now we only have to forge one last bond. One last bond needs to be forged, and then we can call it a day. She has something to say, but we can't give anything to her. And also you.
I'm so impressed with what you've managed to accomplish, lad. When I was closer to your age, or the age you appear to be, all I wanted was glory, to be remembered forever. Look where that got me. I'm glad you know better than I did.
So in pursuing glory, you think you lost it? Forgive me here, but I just disagree. I settled a family squabble. You single-handedly turned an entire war.
I mean, you are glorious enough that even the gods are fangirling over you.
A foolish war. Glory comes to those driven to excel in worthwhile pursuits. A happy side effect, not a goal unto itself. Though you don't need for me to tell you that.
He's not
After
wrong.
all your training and advice, I wouldn't have come this far. You prepared me for this. Wasn't that a worthwhile pursuit? Must mean you got some glory after all then, right?
That is a very, very good point Zagreus is making here. I got you there, brother. Now, let's see over here, darling. What you need, still the same. Good. I was not sure if that would change every time we would accomplish a run and walk up to him. Let's talk to you first.
So now that the festivities are over with, it's back to work like this, the same as ever.
Exactly.
Do you have any idea what happens when you announce the underworld as a queen, boy? Damn it. Zagreus, I mean. You become inundated with well wishes from every blasted shade that wants something.
You're responding to well wishes? Aw. Don't you think some of your subjects are sincerely happy for you?
I am with Hades on that run. A lot of people like to use opportunities like this to ask for a favor.
The work, nevertheless, has to be done.
And he is also right about that one. Alright, Persephone. Anything interesting to say?
I have to say, Mother, that was a clever plan. Convincing Father to finally let somebody have some fun around here.
Well, I'm glad it worked out for the best. There's just one thing that happened that I ought to tell you about, son. No secrets between us and all. This is quite difficult for me to say.
Nyx is your true mother all along. No.
It's about Demeter, isn't it? You two were talking half the night. She wants you to come home with her, doesn't she? You'll always be her little one, something like that.
Indeed. Something like that. You're quite perceptive, have I ever told you, Zagreus? But yes, my mother, she was quite conflicted. Didn't know whether to smite me or to hold me. Maybe both. And yes, she asked that I come home. To my responsibilities.
As long as you come back, all is fine, right?
So, you're leaving? No, Mother, you can't be leaving. You just got here.
Oh, he's actually upset. Did you see that animation he played out there?
Oh, it's not as bad as that. It's just... if we are to keep the peace down here, then I must spend some time up there. Every so often. But I shall always return in no time at all. I promised Hades, and I promise you.
Well then, when are you going to go?
Soon, Zagreus. Perhaps by the time you're back.
I don't suppose I can come with you, can I?
I'm pretty sure you can come with her, but not for long.
You know the surface isn't good for you. Besides, you're needed here. But if you really want to see it for yourself someday, who knows? Perhaps eventually we'll figure out a way.
Well, maybe we can do something about that whole there is no escape thing,
I'm
right?
going to miss you, Mother.
I'm going to miss you too, son.
Don't you worry, you two. We will find a way. We'll figure a way out. No,
Pride has
Nyx.
been the failing of so many mortals, child, and has brought low members of your family as well. And yet, I am so very proud of you for what you have achieved. I wanted you to be aware of that.
Alright, duly noted.
That means a lot to me, Nyx. Though I never could have done any of this without your help. Even after I lashed out at you after I learned the truth about Mother, you never stopped caring for me. And you put yourself directly in harm's way defying Father's will. Why do all that for me?
I am eternally committed to this house. Long before your father came to rule, I was already here. When he arrived, I needed to do everything I could to keep order and establish with Lord Hades an agreeable relationship. But there is one more reason besides that.
And that is that you just love the boy, right? Like a good mother should?
To get on better terms with the Olympians. They
Oh.
always used to frown on the Underworld, but now that they know us, they seem much more willing to get involved and help with things.
A reasonable guess, and not without some truth to it, but no, my child. My reason for helping you is simpler than that. It is because I love you.
I told you so.
You may not be born of me, but I raised you like one of my own, and I have cared for you as I am capable.
Nyx, I love you too. Thank you for everything.
Ah, what a nice conversation. Yeah, I feel like that is actually one of the other points that this game really wants to bring home, you know? The whole aspect of the many types of love people can share between each other.
Dusa, this whole place, it looks immaculate. That's even after all Olympus came here for that giant feast. How did you get everything clean so fast?
Oh, well, I guess I have my ways, friends. Sometimes you get one of those jobs and you just want to give it everything you've got, you know? I get a lot of jobs like that. Feeding Cerberus, cleaning the raptors. But this one, I just knew it was the perfect job for me.
Wish I could say the same about me, looking at my living room right now. It looks about as disastrous as it did last time I talked about this. Some things never change.
Well, you did amazing here. Freshly caught.
Another
just for you,
stone
Chef.
wall, giving me more
Use them
gems.
wisely, my
Let's
friend.
talk to
I've
you.
not seen the court musicians sulking over there quite as much lately. You're doing, I hear.
My doing, indeed.
You'll just have to sulk for the both of you, I guess, then, Meg. But if you must know, on my authority, I have released Orpheus from the terms of his old, rather unfair agreement with Father, so he can see his wife, at least from time to time.
And Lord Hades is okay with you just picking out old binding contracts and nullifying them? You're exploiting your status.
Well, every now and then, you know, ends and means.
I'm doing no such thing. Father wanted me involved in all this business with his pacts and presiding over the dead, then fine. But I'll do it my way.
You always do.
It's true. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this stunning devil being on the board.
There must be some mistake.
No, there's not. I'm pretty sure this will come up in some kind of conversation with Hades at some point. It has to. It absolutely has to. But yeah, looking good so far. Looking very, very good so far. And yeah, we have all of the prophecies dealt with already. And there's the icon for Demeter. Let's go. Look at how cute she is. How cute and so smug and all-knowing and kind of cool as well. Get it? Because winter. Alright, only one left. Only Persephone is left. The way she was sounding right last time we saw her, she's probably going to leave sooner. She's probably going to leave and come back like Orpheus, Achilles, and Nyx do on occasion. So it's probably not going to be a big effect on everything going on in this game. And I make a wild guess that once she is back, we can actually give her some ambrosia. I hope that's going to be the case, so that we can finally put in that icon on here. And you know, I was kind of looking at the game as it is right now, and then I was trying to put my myself back in the way I experienced the game when I was just starting out. You know, I think now it is at the position where it is very, very nicely paced. I mean, all of you guys have been with me for over a year of going through this game on multiple full clears, more or less full clears. It may have looked like we have been waiting for a year for all of this to come through. Or through an entire year of playing and gaming and progress all the way to get in here. But if you were to do this from start to finish immediately, especially when you are a fairly decent player who can make that progress fairly, fairly fast, you can get Persephone into your home, into the home, fairly, fairly quickly. You can get a lot of progress done at the same time, fairly, fairly quickly, especially if you get a lot of good unlocks done early from the contractor. The resource management also comes in much, much more efficient, and all of the prophecies actually give quite handsome rewards, even in terms of meta currency like time blood and all that stuff. I feel like if you were to start playing this game right now, you would have a great experience from start to finish without ever feeling like the story is letting up or not giving you anything to work and think and ponder around with. And that is huge. The developers, they did a great job in that regard. Maybe I will do another new save file at some point, just so I can appreciate the entire experience from start to finish the way it ultimately is or was intended. Maybe I will at some point. We shall see. But until then, we are not done with this save file yet. And until we are done with all of that, I will always be here for you. And I hope the same will be true for you. But until then, thanks for watching. And I will see you all in the next video. Until then, have the greatest of days, and please stay as awesome as you are.